Hi, I'm Steve Richardson. Have you been charged with drunk driving here in southern New Jersey? If so, you might have heard about something called an ignition interlock device. Now, what is that? Well, once you complete your license suspension for a conviction of drunk driving and your license gets restored, you may then be required to use this device, which connects to your car's ignition and requires you to give a breath sample in order to be able to start the car. So you get into the car, you give the breath sample. If it shows a blood alcohol content of over 0.05%, then the car won't start. So it's a way of monitoring you after you've been allowed to drive again to make sure it doesn't happen. And depending upon whether it's a first, second, or third or subsequent offense, it can depend upon how long you have to have that device attached. In a first offense, the judge has some discretion in whether or not he or she makes you have this device. So for a first offense, you may not be dealing with it. And it needs to be attached to any car you own, lease, or primarily drive. And the thing to bear in mind is it doesn't distinguish as to whether it's you giving a breath sample or someone else. So you don't want someone else getting into your car drunk and giving a breath sample that shows they're intoxicated. So this is a device you're going to have to use for a few months or a few years after your license is restored as a result of a drunk driving conviction. So if you've been convicted of drunk driving here in southern New Jersey and you're concerned about whether you're going to have to use an ignition interlock device, please feel free to give my office a call. I'll be happy to sit down with you, go over the charges and the situation, see whether you have any defenses, and what the best approach would be for your case.